See this girl in a dance, dance, dance. Love the heat and she like, oh my baby. Oh gosh, yeah. Azaryah for the girl and them. Oh gosh, meets up this shawty. Though I have to tell you she's a hottie. In a West Side party, between the wine is something sparking. Oh baby, where you from? Please don't make me wait for too long. My desire to jam you so strong. Everything burning down. That wine they on full flame. Girl, light up the room, oh baby, full flame. Just me and you, we go cause fire, fire, baby, fire in your waistline, lady. Fire, fire, baby. Boy, your rudeness on full flame. Girl, light up the room, oh baby, full flame. Just me and you, we go cause fire, fire, baby, fire in your waistline, lady. Fire, fire, baby. Girl, you ignited my flame, it up Miss Hearty. Well, you don't know that you're naughty. Put that slow wine on me. You could be my one and only. Oh, baby, where you from? Please don't make me wait for too long. My desire to jam you so strong. Everything burning down. That wine they on full flame. Girl, light up the room, oh, baby, full flame.
Bakahnal Radio on this Friday afternoon, playing Azaryah, and this song is Full Flames on the juking board rhythm, one of my favorite rhythms. Now you will remember we spoke to Colonel Roberts, and he spoke very highly of a young man, and it's my absolute pleasure and honor to say that he's joining us on the Drivetime show. He's got such an impeccable voice, and I have it on good word from a very, very influential man in Trinidad and Tobago that he is the next big artist. So let me introduce you all to the man they call Azaryah. Azaryah, welcome to Bakahnal Radio, man.
Thank you for having me. Greetings to everyone. Real good vibes.
Nice. He's very softly spoken, as you can hear from his singing voice. He's very, very softly spoken. Azaryah, tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got into the industry, when you started, and so on and so forth.
I started at the age of 15 years old. I can remember, and that was back home on a PC, and using Fruity Loops 3. I think it was started to build beats and that kind of thing. Then got like Adobe Audition and started recording myself, and dabbling into production and recording and writing. And before I left secondary school, I had the opportunity to work in a studio in Arima in Trinidad and Tobago, and there is where I started meeting artists like Benjai, Three Sons, basically the whole of the East. And that was the point where I was doing live and studio engineering. So I was going to school doing engineering and in studio doing while learning from school in studio. So that was a real nice point in time for me, being able to meet with artists and venture into the industry a little bit now. So I was behind the scenes for a good while. A lot of the artists knew me back then as Flippo, and just being behind the scenes quiet the same way, soft spoken and just learning and observing and trying to figure out what I want to do as an artist, as a writer, as a producer. And I got a lot of advice from a lot of artists up to today, still just soaking in all the advice and learning and experimenting, and we here today.
Can I ask you why the name change?
Flippo was just a childhood nickname, just running around the yard and flipping and doing backflips, and just a childhood nickname. Azaryah means Yahweh has helped, like God has helped. So it's a stronger vibration, positive energy, positive vibes, and it's just growth. At a certain age, when the maturity hits, and you grow out of certain things, and that was one thing. The Flippo, just grow out it. Yeah.
I can hear that. Do you know, it's only when you came on camera I'm like, yeah, boy, because I've been talking to you for weeks now, and it never clicked. It just never clicked. It's only early on today I went, Whitner, you know, and I'm doing my research and I'm like, wow. So Azaryah has arrived, and like I said to you, many people are saying that this is the next big artist. He's very, very talented. We're going to get on to a very special project in a minute, but you know, as an artist, as Azaryah, tell us some of the stuff that you've done recently.
Where to start? All right. On the producer side, I've been working with a lot of youths, you know, trying to give them the opportunity that I wanted to have when I was 16, 17, you know. So I reached out to a couple artists, and I post up on my Instagram and on Facebook, Twitter, you know, reaching out to artists saying, yo, I'm doing some production. If all interested, reach out. Yo, over 100 artists, upcoming artists, reach out to me. You know?
Wow.
100, you know? So, I mean, there would be some just on kicks. They ain't really too serious. They ain't too sure what they're doing. But there's a select group of them that are analyzing, are watching, are paying attention to them, seeing who's serious, seeing, you know, who in it for the long run. And they're really talented. Some of them could record themselves, you know, some of them could produce. So some of them just writing, interested in writing. So it's a lot of different personalities. You know, I created a WhatsApp group. The group was wild for a period of time. It started to die down now, which I expected. In terms of everybody excited with meeting each other and sharing the talents and that kind of thing. So that by itself was a learning experience for me and a boost for my creativity, because I'm the type of person I'm generally inside now. I don't really go outside and lime and thing too much. I listen to my music inside, see about my family and thing, and that is basically me. I cool. When it's stage time, hit the stage, mash up the place, and I back inside, you know. So just being able to interact with some artists that I knew before and artists that I don't know and I'm now getting to know, you know, seeing their perspective and their turn on music is just amazing to me, because I'm a lover of music. So being able to hear all these different ideas is like mind-blowing for me. And that's just on the producer side. On the artist side, in the past, let me say about 2 years, I've been featured on Major Laser's album / movie / documentary, Give Me Future, with my single Love Life. That was featured on Billboard, on Rolling Stone magazine. Shortly after that, I did a collaboration with Static and Johnny Blaze, which features Shinsia and Samantha J. The name of that song is Show Off. What else? So much things has been going on. You know, I recently started to work with a group out in Barcelona. They go by the name Sensage. Real into Caribbean music. So they put in their twist to our vibe, man. I giving them the Caribbean feel. They doing their thing, and it's a nice fusion. So we working on an album. I already sent all the vocals to them. So right now they just happy. They just working on stuff and getting the collaborations together, and they having fun. And to date, recently started working. I had the opportunity to work with Chinese Laundry Music Group.
All right, pause there. Pause. Now you're not going into that one yet.
Yeah.
Just take a little pause there and play a tune. This is to remind people. This will jog a few people's memories. But it's going to sound a little bit different.
Make them girls whine for me. Bubble up your waist, girl, just grind on me. I love how you're taking your time with me. Soon like you wanna have my babies, yeah. Girls, just whine for me. Bubble up your waist, girl, just grind on me. I love how you're taking your time with me. Ooh, like you wanna have my babies, yeah. So move it along. This is the last chance. Hey, we're backing up now. So move it along. This is the last chance. The limelight don't tell me that done. The jamming don't tell me that done. The drinking don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that done. The walking don't tell me that done. Reflecting don't tell me that. How she whining don't tell me that. 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 Don't tell me that.
Oh Lord.
Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Tell me that. Tell me that. Don't 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 tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me that done.
Bakahnal Radio. Martin J.
Don't tell me that done. They blow in the dancing up and girl bumper. But she fire hold on to a girl and feel she structure. Hands in the air, major later a break. Listening, I hear the DJ say that we have to go home. No. You can't tell me to come up on the road now. You can't tell me I get a man a bumble. You can't tell me. No, the limelight don't tell me that done. The jamming don't tell me that done. The drinking don't tell me that.
Now I'm going to tell you that this brings back so many memories for me personally, because it was at a time, a very low time of my life. I wasn't in a good space at all. And so when a big soca tune used to come out, I used to grab onto it. And I remember this being such a big tune of Berlin Carnival. And of course, Major Lazer remixes at that time were just, if you were on one of those, it was something, it was a big statement. So this was when you when you had a childhood nickname, when you were Flippo, this was you then. Don't tell me that. And I just wanted to revive people's memories, just to let them know, well, how long you've been in the game and how long you've been doing great things. So now we can talk about that moment when Tony Chalingon, aka Chinese Laundry, aka one of the most influential men in Trinidad and Tobago, says, right, it's time for us to work together. How did that happen?
I actually saw him. I make a post on Facebook. I was about music and reaching out to the youths, from my memory, So I reached out because I never actually met him. Well, before we actually met, I only saw him once backstage and once walking out the radio station. So we never had the chance to talk or anything, So I reached out. I was like, I'm interested in doing some writing. First, I said thank you for showing me all the love and support for all these years with my music on all the radio stations. I told him I was interested in doing some songwriting. So we exchanged numbers. Then a month or two passed, and then Colonel Roberts reached out to me. Now I linked with Colonel from before. As I said, I kind of cool with everybody in the industry from years before and meeting people and things. So Colonel reached out to me, and he was like, "Yo, we have this rhythm here that we looking for some writing on." But he didn't tell me all the details there. And then I said, all right, cool, let me go into it, because I was on the road. I said, all right, let me go into it and see what I can come up with, and I'll link you back soon. Link him back, and then Zan called me, and then Zan started to explain what the situation was, and I was like, all right, cool. Well, yeah, I don't, let me, try my hand and see what is going on, because they had their unit functioning already and things. So the opportunity for me to get a chance to, integrate myself a little bit into that mix is like a big opportunity for me.
Absolutely.
This is what I want to do: write for artists, produce for artists. sing songs myself, and this is the opportunity. Like, I've been waiting on to go to that next level, and making stronger links, and just having fun and sharing the love and doing music, because all of us have this strong passion and love for music, and uplifting our nation, pushing all that positive vibes and energy. So everybody just gel real good. Everybody just on that positive vibes and creating new music and sharing ideas. So I couldn't be happier. This is what I've been waiting for years.
So the opportunity comes, you take it, you grasp it with both hands. You're now working with Chinese Laundry, with Colonel Roberts, with Zan, who I think I'm not sure how many people fully understand how much he's contributed to the art form over the years, working alongside Machel, and writing in particularly some absolute bangers. So big up to Zan. So you're working with them, things are looking good. How did you come about the very special project? I mean, I know how the special project came about, but how did Precious Angel, how did that come about for you?
Precious Angel, we was working on a rhythm, writing on a rhythm, and I had a song already on the rhythm, and then I was like, I need to write our next song. And then with the situation that was going on in Trinidad and Tobago, I was like, yo, the whole nation, you could have feel it, the whole nation was just upset and fed up. So the idea came for the song, and I started to put down the idea. And then I went to Chow with the idea, and he was like, wow. And then from there, we just transform it. And then he just tried to pull the lyrics, bow, bow, bow. And then we sing in every place. Yeah.
In the studio, working, well, I'm not even sure you was in the studio at the same time, but I'm going to assume that you were at some point.
Everybody was in the studio at the same time. Everybody was in the studio at the same time. This project was real special.
Working with Machel Montano, no disrespect to Rabbi B, but working with Machel Montano, how was that?
That was a learning experience. I wouldn't lie. That was the first time I actually see him and had the experience to see him work in studio. I reached like an hour late. I told him I was coming at that specific time, and he was there early, working on a section for like a whole hour. That's what they told me, and it was just amazing to see him work and the amount of dedication and time he puts into his music. I was real grateful to be a part of that, and that sharpened me and all. Sharpen my ears, it sharpened me to be around somebody with that work ethic. It was really.
I want to tell you a quick story before we go any further. I'm going to tell you a quick story. Machel came to England, and we'd known each other years before. And I said, King, I want the interview. He said, all right, here what to do. I have a rehearsal. Come down and just wait. As the rehearsal done, I go do the interview. I can't tell you how long the rehearsal will be. I said, no problem. So I've gone down, I think it was a Thursday evening, and I have watched him go through a whole show. I was there possibly 5 hours before I did the interview. He did the interview straight away. No, I need some time to rest. I've just been working for 5 hours. He said, nah, man. I give him a word. Let go. Up to the hotel room he went, and he done the interview. His workmanship is phenomenal. And to see him drill the band in the way that he did, you understand how he manages to accomplish the shows that he does, And when I heard about the project, when I heard about the song and your opportunity to work with him, I thought, this is an absolutely amazing opportunity. Let's have a listen to the song right now. This is a song that is a cry to a nation that is feeling pain.
Angel, angel, precious angel,
angel, angel.
You must be heaven sent, oh angel. So precious is the time we spend, oh angel. It hurts me to my heart, and I'm feeling all this pain. Life shouldn't be in vain, precious angel. Please send this message for me. Things down here looking bad, for real, for real. Precious angel, like mankind falling apart, for real. A sickness that only God could heal, yeah.
Daddy show me to defend the girl and them in my life. Mommy told me, cause one of them gonna be my wife. It takes a village to raise a child, and some help to walk the rough mile. We have to let the woman them know that we have their back for sure, for sure, for sure. Can't live in a place where we not safe again. Hearing the nation cry out, Lord, there's too much pain. Something have to give now, something have to change. On this day I pray, hope it resonates so high.
You must be heaven sent, oh angel. So precious is the time we spend, oh angel. It hurts me to my heart, and I'm feeling all this pain. Life shouldn't be in vain, precious angel. Please send this message for me. Things down here looking bad, for real, for real. Precious angel, like mankind falling apart, for real. A sickness that only God could heal, yeah.
A woman's worth is more precious than diamond and gold. There is nobody else that could ever play a role. It takes a village to raise a child, and some have to walk the rough mile. We have to let the woman them know we have their back for sure.
Can't live in a place where we not safe again. Hearing the nation cry out, Lord, there's too much pain. Something have to give now, something have to change. On this day I pray, hope it resonates so high.
A precious angel like you, tell me what we go through.
Everybody feeling this pain, so your life won't be in vain.
Precious angel,
Precious angel,
please send this message for me. Things down here looking bad, for real, for real. Precious angel, like mankind falling apart, for real. A sickness that only God could heal, yeah.
We want justice. We want justice. We want justice. We want justice.
Oh, angel.
His name is Azaryah, together with Machel Montano and Ravi B. That is Precious Angel. It was a song that was released on the day of the funeral of Andrea Barrett, which of course is a young lady whose life was just slaughtered senselessly. And it was one of those events in a long list of events that is just not good enough for the paradise of Trinidad and Tobago. It's just not good enough. And now you're going to hear a lot of people crying out and standing up and fighting back and saying enough is enough. And this song will lead the charge for many, many campaigns. Azaryah, after making that song, how did you feel?
to describe that feeling, boy. It hard because is something real, you know. It's real emotions, and I have to say thanks to Chinese Laundry, Machel Montano, Ravi B, Colonel Roberts, and everybody, Rishi Mahato, you know, everybody involved, because everybody put the best into this now. All the background vocals, everything, everybody put the best into it because everybody was in that moment, seeing what happened in real time. You know, and as men, we need to do better. We need to do better as a nation. And it's not just Trinidad and Tobago, it's the whole Caribbean, it's worldwide. These things happen, you know, and we need to instill the morals and values, as you hear in the verses. Like, we need to instill those morals and values into our youths. You know, I always supporting the youths and defending the youths and defending the ladies, the women. You know, that is me. When you think of Flip or you think of Azaryah, that is me. I always defending them, showing the youth there's a way. You could always achieve something once your heart and mind believe in it. After God, anything is possible. You know, so the same way you could achieve anything, the same way we could defend our women. We need to do better. We need to do better. Everybody was instrumental in this. The whole nation cry out. You know, there's the fact of karmic issues and all these things, but then still, you know, we need to do better. We need to set that foundation where things could be better. You know.
You know what? It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. It won't be the first, it won't be the last time. I can assure you that. I want you to keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on being the person that you're being. I firmly believe that, you know, the next level is about to enter for you. And I wish you the best of luck, man. It's been an absolute honor just talking to you and finding out a little bit more about Azaryah. Don't forget, if you want to follow him, Azaryah Official on social media platforms. Check him out. This guy is a deep brother, you know. deep brother. And the more you get to know him, the more you get to appreciate, man. I'm glad we got people like you in the industry, man. God bless you. Thank you very much indeed for joining us on the Drive Time Jam, and keep on going.
Yeah, man. Much thanks for having me. Big up to everybody who got to see this. You know, I'm just grateful for the opportunities and grateful to be here. You know, much thanks.